Hey guys, welcome back to the Mom's View. So I want to hear, what are your updates?
Yes.
You.
What are your updates?
Just grown a baby. Everything's really good. I felt like I've been really lucky. I haven't been super sick. Just so tired. I just keep thinking, like, I don't know how moms with 5 kids or moms who are working so long with more kids do this, because I've been so tired. It's been bad. Like, there may or may not have been a day where I stayed in bed till 2 o'clock watching the Dallas Cowboy cheerleader tryouts. But like Jackson's been like, mostly it's like you feel embarrassed because you're like, you have no desire to do anything. You just want to like rest. And so I was feeling really crummy about myself. Like I should be up and doing laundry and like feeling so happy I'm pregnant, but it's like then you're combating these hormonal feelings where you just want to like lay down.
Yeah.
Yes. Jackson's like, take it easy. So he's been a good support, but yeah.
Like I said, sleep.
I know.
Sleep as much as you can.
But you have to realize too, like you need it. It's
Yeah.
not like a want or like you're being lazy. It's like you have to do that.
Your body's working so hard. You're creating a human being.
Yeah, guys, see, it's fine.
Yeah, you shouldn't feel bad at all. I felt bad because with Winston, I was really sick, but more tired than I had ever been. And I had Braylee engaged, and Casey was gone a lot, and I was just like, I'm sorry, guys. And Braylee was in 3rd grade and like making dinner.
Yeah.
That's good for her though,
But,
you know?
Yeah, so, and I did feel bad, but
I know I keep thinking like, what if we get this baby that never sleeps? Like that's how I'm like, you know, justifying it. Like, it's fine.
We'll sleep
We'll
now.
sleep now.
We're not going to get
It's
to
not
it
gonna
later.
But yeah, and Cooper's been doing flag football, and Cooper's more excited than anybody. Like every day, he's like, "How's the baby? Do we know? What is it? How is it looking?" And it's just really cute. So it's been really fun.
Cute.
Yeah.
He's gonna be a good brother. He's so cute with the babies.
We were at Playlist Live, and this lady came through, and she had a baby, and like without even asking, Cooper's like, "It's okay, I'll hold your baby for you," because the baby was fussy. The lady was just like, and she let him hold it. So when he's like, "I will hold your baby for you,"
got this.
and he like put his arm between the legs and then put his arm around the back, like he just knew what he was doing. I was like, "You're good. You're gonna be a good brother."
That's so cute.
Yeah. So, what about you? Are you guys growing babies?
Well, I have something really exciting. I just got contacts.
Oh, you did. Now you can see better.
I can see now. It's been like really exciting around my house because my kids are like, you are getting glasses and you have contacts, and they tell everyone. So it's been like real exciting.
That's cute.
That's cute that they're like excited for you.
I know, it's funny.
Anyways,
Anyways,
kids look forward to.
I know, it's hilarious, especially Gage. He's like, are you wearing your contacts right now?
Yeah.
Like it's some like awesome thing. Yeah. But other than that, Casey's hunting.
Yeah, we're into hunting season, huh?
Yeah, so it's good though. This year seems like more balanced. Last year was kind of a hard adjustment with having a toddler because it was just so much busier. So, you know, everything was like crazy, and I was trying to put up vlogs and trying to do my channel and having this baby running around everywhere, and I didn't know what was happening. And now we're in a better routine. I'm used to Winston running around wild, and he's in daycare, and that helps a lot. I just focus on getting my stuff done those days, and the rest of the time I'm just hanging out with the kiddos. So
That's good. Found a balance. How are you handling 5 kiddos in school?
Well, I feel the same way as Kayli. Like last year, it just felt like everything was up in the air. And it was just like all the time I was just like hustling and trying to like play catch up. And I'm still kind of doing that, but I have a different attitude about it. And we have structured our schedule a little bit better, so I don't feel like, I don't really have more time, but I've managed it better, I guess. Yeah. And I guess maybe I haven't even done that, but I'm more forgiving of myself now. Yeah. So it feels like all around, like things are working out better. Like I still have piles of clutter in the house that we just shoved in other rooms, so you can't see them.
It's inevitable. Even if you take a good month and you clean that up. Like I had a garage sale in the summer, and I felt like that was so, just like that feeling of like getting rid of all that junk and extra clutter. But then you go a couple months and it just like adds up again, and you're back to square one. So don't feel bad. Yeah, doing a good job.
Just be forgiving. Yeah, we're in that same, you know, cheerleading, football, soccer, like all the kids are involved with stuff like. But I'm so grateful that Avia and Braylee are like the same. Yeah. So I'm like, Kayli, can you take Avia again?
No, you're not. I'm always like, I'm on my way anyways. Casey just got home. He's been gone for like 2 weeks, and I was like, just so you know, here's the schedule. You're doing it. And he's been so good. I just feel like this year is different. He's a much more understanding, because last year at the end of hunting season, I was like crying. I can't do this. I just am overwhelmed. And so this year, I think he's like, okay, I'm home. What can I do? Like, he's been making dinner and really like putting an effort towards that. And so I think
he's a good cook.
Yeah, and it helps you have a better attitude, like you said. Like if I know Casey's coming home and giving everything that he has, it makes it easier for me to give everything that I have while he's gone. Right. So it's just a good balance.
Be supportive of what he's doing and stuff too.
Yeah, it just makes it so much easier. I'm not like, oh, you're hunting.
Really?
Oh, it's your job. It just makes it easier because it is his job and he does work really hard and it is exhausting.
Yeah.
But when you can appreciate what each other's doing and try to help out, it makes a difference.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Agreed.
Cool. Well, we do have a topic of the day. Recently, our crew, Callie and Tyler, went to London and got some questions from some of our viewers, and I love it. So we're going to have a question from Lena today. So take it away, Lena.
Hi Mums View, it's so amazing to be here with Callie and Tyler today, and I want to start by just thanking all of you first. You because you guys helped me get through like my pregnancy and those first few years of motherhood, which was so hard, and because most of my friends didn't really have kids at the time, and so to watch you guys and sharing your stories so openly and authentically was just so lovely, and I would always look forward to watching your show, and I learned so much, so thank you for that. My name is Lena and I'm from London. I live here in Wimbledon. I've lived in the States as well. I used to live in Chicago, but now I'm back here in London, and I work in film and TV as a makeup artist, and I also have a YouTube channel called Take Me to Your Lena TV, which I've started kind of on and off for about a couple of years. I have a question for all you amazing rockstar mums, and that is, how is it that you find the balance between work and children, but without and being with the kids and spending that quality time, but without sort of feeling guilty? Because or you know, we do feel guilt, like, you know, we could always be there more, we can always do more, but how is it that you balance that kind of work and quality time with the kids? Like, that's something I really want to know, how you find that balance, what you do, and that kind of thing, and how you get through you know, sort of filming and stuff like that with the kids. So it'd be really great to hear if you have any suggestions or any advice on that.
Thank you, Lena. I actually got to FaceTime with her and her husband, and it was awesome. She's really awesome.
Cutest bomber jacket. Yeah. And I like this. That was cute. Yeah.
So what do you guys think of her question? How do you find balance with not only just work and being a mom, but just in your everyday, not feeling guilty for being, you know, having your own needs and being a working mom and all that stuff? Because that is a huge thing, mom guilt.
Right. Yes. Mom guilt is real, and it's hard no matter how hard you try. At the end of the day, you feel guilty about something, I think. I found it very interesting lately in my life because the way that I've had my kids, they are so spread out that I have a preteen, which she acts like a teenager, and then one in elementary school, and then a toddler who's running around crazy. And I've always known that my kids needed love and attention in different ways. You know, obviously they come with different personalities. Now I'm finding that not only do they have different personalities, but as they go through different phases, they need my love in different ways. They need my attention in different ways. And it's a constant kind of struggle, but an enjoyable one of trying to figure out how to give your kids the right attention and love them the right way and be there the right way and be with them the right way. It's hard, and it's hard to find that balance, but I think as long as you keep trying and your kids know that you're trying and that you're there for them and that you're just, you know, on the same journey with them, that they're very understanding. But I also have found so much joy in that. Like, it's so fun having Braylee as a teenager, and the different conversations we have are so fun and they make me giggle. And then with Gage, I think it's hard to have a boy that's older because I don't relate to as many things. He'll tell me about Halo guys and video games, and I really I'm not like there. Like, I've never played video games. I don't know Halo things, but I know as long as I'm there listening, that's all he wants. Yeah. He just wants me to listen. And Winston is wild, and
you can always Google.
I know, I should.
What is Halo?
And what do I need to know as a mom?
Is this appropriate?
There has to be a mom blog out there somewhere, like a mom of boys.
We should start one, yes.
That can give you advice.
It's like the 411 or like Freddy's Lights of, I don't know, something. That's another one that I was like, what is this haunted teddy bear thing that you're into right now? feel you on the boy thing.
Yeah, Gage has always been a very easy child to like make happy. He just like wants love, and so I know that that's his most important thing. He needs me to like hold him and cuddle him and just love him, but also like I want him to know that I'm interested in what he's doing.
Yeah.
But it's just a constant thing that I've really been thinking about lately, is just finding balance and knowing what your children need.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I feel like lately I've been having a hard time with like the whole workflow thing, because before I got married, I was a single mom and I had to hustle hard because I had just bought a house and got a new car and I was responsible financially for everything. And so now that Jackson and I have been married, it's funny to be in this place where it's like, I don't have to work as hard, and I'm actually really enjoying that. Like I like being at home more and being able to not work as much and like paying more attention to Cooper. And I think balance is something that is forever changing in our lives, because our lives are forever changing. I'm not a super scheduled person, and I know that really resonates with some people. They need like a 9 to 5, and like they need a list of what to do. I hate schedules because I hate the fact of like, I feel like I have to do something at a certain time. It's just like the pet peeve in me where I don't like anybody telling me what to do, even though I am scheduling. Like, I'm not gonna tell myself what to do. Oh, it's so annoying. But I do think that like a tentative schedule really helps with balance. You know, I really admire how you have your days where you film.
Yeah.
I think when you just kind of leave it up in the air, like, well, I'll just get it done, it's really hard to make a commitment to an appointment when there's not an appointment that's existing. So I think I need to do better with work on like Tuesdays and Thursdays. I'm gonna film and get some kind of content out there, because lately I've been feeling like in a rut of working, and I just haven't been wanting to do it, and I don't want to put something out there that's not authentic. I deleted social media off my phone, which has been really interesting, just because I felt like I was constantly being pulled to something that's wasn't fulfilling me. I was feeling so like empty and almost depressed. Like I was like, what is my purpose and the point of our job or what I do, and like posting on Instagram and looking at people's things on Facebook. And so I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna delete it and see how I feel. And it's been so interesting, like that habit of picking up your phone and literally only like having nothing to do with it. Like I'll maybe look through my text messages or emails, and I'm like, what else do you do with the phone now? There's no purpose for it. But balance for me, I think, has been like a thing that I realize that it's okay that it changes, and that there will come tides in life where you'll have it together and then you won't, and then you will, and then you won't. And I think the most important thing is like what you guys said, is not feeling guilty when you don't have it together, because sometimes I feel like when you fall apart, it motivates you to get it back together again. And then you feel good and good and you're on top of it, and then something will knock you down, and it's just kind of like that cycle. But I don't ever feel like I have a balance. I'm working on that.
Balance is really hard. I also think it's like, what is important to you? Like me, I like to work. That's important to me, and that is why daycare is important to me. And do I feel guilty about that sometimes? Yeah. Like sometimes I'm like, I have an opportunity to be home with my children all day, like every day, all day. But there's something inside of me that craves working, and I like feeling that. It makes me feel better as a person. It is something that I need, and I know that I do. So to put Winston in daycare has helped me be more balanced in my life, because I'm still important. Being a mom is the most important thing to me, but working and what is important to me is important. And so
and I love that. I love that we're all different. Like there's been phases in my life where like I needed that to feel like it gave you kind of like validity in your life of like who you were. And I liked that I hustled hard, and that's like one thing Jackson admired about me. So now sometimes it's kind of scary when I'm like, I'm gonna back off working a little bit, because I don't want him to, you know, he liked that I worked hard. But I think that it's like a tide of things, you know, like I used to love that feeling of being needed, and now I'm like, it's time for other people to shine. Like you step up to the plate, and I'll just be your forever cheerleader here.
Well, just like you said, your balance changes always. It doesn't mean that in a year from now I won't be like, you know what, I just want to be home with my kids. They're growing so fast, and this is what I want. And maybe I'll step back from working so much, but you know, it's just, you just need to listen to yourself and what will make you happy.
And comparing, like even us, we do have very similar lives and very similar things going on. But even like just, you know, comparing me to you or you to like you, like I think that that's like the number one thing we shouldn't do. So if somebody looks like they have it together, they look like they have the balance, like they never do. And you should never compare your life to them, because everyone's secretly hiding their dirty sweatpants, and you know you live in them at parts of your life. Always accept that.
and just enjoy them. Yeah, I feel like we could make a whole episode on like what you were talking about, like taking that social media break, because I feel like the more I learn about balance and you know, how to balance, because that's my constant, like, how do I handle this? I have 5 children and this career that we have, and like, how do I do it? And I was kind of getting crushed under the weight of the expectations that I was setting up for myself, you know? And, you know, obviously other people are expecting stuff from us too, but I was putting so much weight on the expectations of others and life and school and whatever, all those things that pull at us, that I was forgetting myself. I guess I was forgetting about, you know, what makes me shine. And like I was kind of one of those moms that was like, okay, well, I'll sing next year when I have time. I'll take a dance class next year. I'll come to Carlie's dance class later when I have time, you know? And it was like I was pushing a part of me away. And I read The Gifts of Imperfection by Brene Brown.
Love her. She's my homie.
So amazing. It's like my Bible right now. Because it made me wake up to like, your life needs to be balanced, but there are certain things that you need. And playtime, rest time, creativity, like that's not a want, that's a need. And I was kind of putting them aside as things that would happen later, and it was making me not live wholeheartedly. Like I wasn't myself. I was just this workhorse that was just planning the schedule, making the dinner, do this, do that, and I wasn't asking for help, and you know, all those things. Like I was trying to be perfect by myself, and it was not working. It doesn't work. Don't try it.
You will fail.
Yeah, and when you kind of wake up and realize like, I am perfect the way I am. Like, what do I want to do and what do I have to offer? And when I was forgiving of myself and I just looked at my schedule and forgave it all, like it made such a big difference in my life, because I would find myself feeling so crushed under the weight of all the expectations that like I wouldn't do anything. And that doesn't help.
It's almost like it's like suffocating, like, and it like, I think that drives your desire and your that ambition to get things done. I like the word you said, like we need something that that motivates us to be creative and to create, because I feel like if we don't have whatever that is that's feeding us, then we're just these robots. I think that's the worst example we could be for our kids, you know, because then our kids are gonna be like, well, my mom made sandwiches and cleaned the house, and you know, they'll always remember obviously those little things. And if that's all you ever do and that makes you happy, that's fine. But I think that we also need to remember there's a part of us that need to inspire our kids, and that's through us being us, you singing, you know, you crafting and doing the things that make you happy. I think that's important, that we can't lose in like the balance of it all.
Yeah. And I think more specifically, I guess my advice to how you would actually do that, like create, so how do you create that place of like forgiveness but still being able to balance and get stuff done? I started recognizing the feelings that would come up within me. Like when you take your child to daycare and you feel like, I want to get this work done, I need to do it, but I feel so guilty. Like that's shame that you don't need to feel. Like if you lied to somebody, and like that's a real guilt that maybe you need to make amends for. But if you're feeling this shame about something that you're, a battle between balances, I guess, a battle between two goods, then you need to realize you don't want to feel that way. Like you need to recognize it and realize that that feeling in there, that actually shows you that you are a good mom, that you are doing the right thing because you care. And so you can recognize that shame and then replace it with, I am a wonderful person, I am wholehearted, I'm loving and I'm giving everything I can. I'm gonna go take care of what I need to take care of and what I want to take care of for me and for my family. And realize like, that is your balance. Like it's okay, you can't do everything at once.
Right, and I wanted to find something really quickly because we were talking about, she also asked like, how do you find balance in like giving your kids enough time? And I read a quote that I really liked. Let me find it. Okay, so this says, listen earnestly to anything your children want to tell you, no matter what. If you don't listen eagerly to the little stuff when they are little, they won't tell you the big stuff when they are big, because to them, all of it has always been big stuff.
Oh, and that's true.
It's so true. I think, I also saw somewhere that someone said, when my kids get home from school, I give each of them like 20 minutes to just talk to me, to tell me how their day went, to tell me what they're liking. And to give your kids 20 minutes a day isn't a lot, but sometimes I don't. Like sometimes we're all together and we're all doing stuff. We're all watching a movie. We're all, you know, together. But I'm not focusing on one child all of the time besides Winston because he demands it. But, you know, like my older kids are independent now. And so there are times when I go to bed and I'm like, did I even ask Gage how his day was? Or did I ask Braylee how cross country was? Like, I don't know if I did. So I think when they get home from school to just sit down with them and just talk to them, like, what are you liking? What's going on? Is so important.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know if I've realized this more because I just like have gone on the social media cleanse and like deleted it off my phone, but I realize how much more I don't use my phone. But even like being around, like we went to my parents' house for dinner and my mom and dad, like we were all sitting at the same table in the same room, spending the same amount of time, but my parents were like on their phone, like up and down with conversation. And I realized how detached that makes you feel. Even as a human, like a grown up, I know my parents are there and they're present, they were making eye contact, but it felt so disconnected. And I was thinking, as a mom, how many times do we do that with our kids where it's like, yeah, honey, that's great. And then you're back down on your phone. And so I think that's also made me more aware of that real connection that we need to make with our kids and really reading them, you know? We've developed this rule in our house where Cooper doesn't get to come home and say, school is good, I did this, I did that. Because they give you the same answers all the time. Like we go into depth. I'm like, what did you learn? Who did you play with? Like I really want to have these conversations with him because I think that real connection is just missing because we're always so engaged in everything else. And so that's been kind of like, feel like a big eye opener for me.
And I think also like, like you said, like making the conversations and the time more quality, like instead of just asking like what happened, what'd you eat for lunch, like how did you feel about this thing, or you know, like asking their feelings and asking them to kind of open up to what's going on in their minds.
Because I think if you ask questions like that, they're more likely to tell you, well, actually, like, this happened and it really hurt my feelings, where they may have kept that inside. And I'm sure that they would deal with that and they would be fine for the most part, but it's so much better for kids to get those things out and get their feelings out and feel heard and understood. I just think it's better for them throughout their lives to be able to communicate that way.
And nothing feels better than when you're like talking to somebody and they're really listening to you. It just feels so good to have like a real genuine conversation. I feel like it's really far and few these days.
I feel like that's what we all want in general, is just acceptance, appreciation, and like to be heard. Yeah.
Everybody love yourselves.
So, love yourselves.
So if you're struggling with balance, so are we. But the struggle is real, and I think as long as you're doing your best and trying.
Oh my gosh, let's make a Mom's U shirt that says that. The struggle is real. Forgive yourself.
I know, I really do. I want to make sweats because, you know, we all live in our slums that just have like mom life on it, #momlife.
I know when I was at the shoot the other day and I put on those heels, I'm like, wow, when's the last time I wore these?
The only
for
time
videos.
I wear heels, is like church. 5 high heels on. Cooper like, we're going to church today? I'm like, shush.
All right, thank you, Lena, for asking that awesome question. And the struggle is real. And let us know in the comments below how your struggle is going and any tips and tricks you guys have for keeping balance in your life and just relaxing and having fun and loving yourself. All right? Like, share, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.